Hello guys, I'll be showing you how you can use the PowerDialer to the best of your value. So right now, as you can see, this is how the user interface of PowerDialer looks like, and as you can see, it's pretty simple and self-explanatory as well. So right now we are on the Dialer tab, and I'll be explaining you about the Dialer tab and its functionalities. So for you to make the phone calls, you'll be on the Dialer tab, and you need a few bit of configurations to set before you make the phone calls. So for you to make the phone calls, what you require is a phone number, a contact list, and a few bit of configurations. Now for the configurations, I'll just go here in the settings. And once I'm in the settings, you can see that these are the configurations that are available. So for calling your clients, what you can use is that you can use either of the two approaches. One is the enable automatic local dialing, which you can see over here, and the other approach that you can use is the source phone number. So when you're using the like automatic local dialing, what you're using is that you are using a huge pool of phone numbers which has like local area phone numbers for your clients. So if you're like calling a client from Denver, PowerDialer will pick a Denver phone number to call that client. If you're trying to call a client from Miami, PowerDialer will pick a Miami phone number to call that client. So if I go over there, you'll be able to see kind of like the checkbox option. And once you select it, you can see that you get kind of like a confirmation. And then once you click on got it, you'll be able to like set up the automatic local dialing. And you can see that you can't see the source phone number option over here. Now you'll be calling from the local area phone numbers. Now if you want to use the source phone numbers, which are like exclusive phone numbers for yourself that you'll be calling from, what you can do is that you can just uncheck this box. And when you uncheck this box, you'll be able to see that the source phone number tab opens right away on your screen. So you can choose the phone numbers over here, like you can choose any one of them. You can see that I've got like 6 phone numbers for myself. So generally, when we do kind of like 5 parallel dials, I can just choose 5 phone numbers to dial from. And what PowerDialer does is that PowerDialer automatically rotates these phone numbers from the back end to make sure that the call volume distribution is even, right? And if you want to like buy new phone numbers, you can just click on buy a new one over here. You can select the area code over here. You can search the area code over here. You can see already there are a few bit of default areas that are there, but even if you want to like search the area code or search the zip code, you can do that, and you'll be able to get the phone numbers from here. Now there is a bit of advantage that you get when you use the source phone numbers as well, and that advantage comes from the more tab where you see the registration section. So this is where the legitimacy comes in. So if you click on the registration section, you can see that you'll be able to register your phone numbers with this regulatory bodies like shake and steer, cnam, and voice integrity. And once your business profile gets approved, which is basically kind of like a Google form, you just have to like put in your details like your business name, your EIN registration, and the business profile gets approved from the telephone infra from the backend, and you'll be able to like register your individual phone numbers with these regulatory bodies. Now once you registered them, you have legitimate phone numbers to dial from, and even after that, you can even monitor how these phone numbers are performing in the phone health section, right? Now let me just go back to the dialer and go back to the settings, as in like the configurations. Now, when I go to the configurations, you'll be able to see the other configurations that were left for discussing. So here you can see that I can choose the parallel dials per call to be like from 1 to 5. And if I choose 5, how it works is that it's like a round robin process. So you'll be calling 5 people at the same time. Whoever picks up the phone call first, you get to talk to that person, and the other 4 get redirected to your contact list. So when you resume your calling session, you are calling the next batch of 5 and then the next batch of 5. And other than that, right below the parallel dials per call, you see there is an option called skip machine calls. So how this works is that it ensures that you are just talking to real humans and not wasting your time on voicemails. Now, once you select this feature, you won't be getting connected to voicemails. You'll just be talking to your real clients. And you see also this feature that says dial all numbers for each contact. So this is also really essential for you because you might have like alternate phone numbers associated with a contact, and it ensures that you are calling all the phone numbers associated with the contact. And the feature that you see over here, which says the add your callback number. Now how this works is that you can just add your personal phone number, and if you call a client and the client did not pick up the phone call and the client tries to call you back, you'll be getting the inbound call directly to your personal phone number. So you can add any phone number over here, and the inbound call will get redirected to this phone number. Also, the client won't be able to see this phone number. The client will be seeing any of these phone numbers that you had used to call the client from, just that it will get redirected to the callback. And you can also see that you can choose the call timeout, which is basically how much time you'll be ringing the leads. Generally the standard time is 30 seconds, so that is why it's set up as 30 seconds. You can like increase or decrease it according to your requirements, right? And when it comes to two party consent states, like there are a few states in US where you would require consent before recording those calls, and you can just check this feature as well so that those calls don't get recorded, right? So I think I've explained about the settings and the configurations when it comes to the dialer. Now let me also show you how the dialing looks like. Like I told you that you need phone numbers and a contact list to dial from. So let me just select a contact list over here. So let me just select like any of them, right? So I've selected one of them and my phone numbers are also selected. My parallel dials are also selected. Now I just need to click on start power dialing. And once I click on start power dialing, I can just either resume session or create a new session as well. So when I click on resume session, you'll be able to see how the user interface is. Right. So you see that we got connected with this client, and I can see a flashcard over here with the contact details, like the contact name, the email address, and whatever information I have associated with this contact. And what I can see is that I just need to mark the disposition and add the call notes. So each call that you get connected to, it's very important that you mark the disposition for that contact. So if it's like a positive call, you can mark it as positive. If it's like a negative call, you can mark it as negative. If it's something like meeting booked, or maybe like sold, or maybe not interested, or maybe like presented but no sale, you can just like, mark the disposition. And then what you need to do is that you can either click on log call and dial next so that the disposition will get saved and you'll be calling the next batch of five, or you can click on log call and end session. In that way, the disposition will be saved and you'll be ending the session. So let me just click on log call and end session. Right. Now here you'll be able to see the dialing session that we had, right? And you can also like resume the session or like delete the session as well, right? And when it comes to like, the contact list that I just called, so you can see that I can just choose this contact list and I'll be able to filter the contact list according to either disposition or by time zone or by time range or by status, as in like the call status. So if I want to see like the disposition, so the default disposition that is saved is like not disposed. And why it is not disposed? Just because of the fact that you generally call all the clients that you did not get connected to. Now if you want to like manually improvise your dialing session on the basis of the dispositions that you have marked for the contact list, what you can do is that you can just unselect this not disposed option, and then select maybe on other dispositions that are there. So if you want to call like the people that you have had like a positive conversation with, so you can just select on positive and you'll be able to see the positive dispositions marked for the different contacts. Or maybe like any other disposition that you have marked, you can just select any of those and you'll be able to see the contact list with those clients, and you can just click on start power dialing to call those clients as well. So yeah, that's all about the dialer and the dialer's configurations and how you can start dialing. Thank you so much.